You know what? I'm almost done watching The Boys.
Ah, good show.
Yeah,
I liked it a lot.
I zipped through that thing. That is good. I'm on the last episode, and it is like darker than I expected it to be. Kyle warned you, right? You being everyone
Yeah.
who listens, including me. That, like, it's dark. There's some rapey people in it, but then you're like, what? That sweet girl who they just spent 10 minutes getting us all to fall in love with is now, like, I'll just say it, forced to blow that bad guy? Like, semi-voluntarily, which makes it, like, worse almost. Like, like, I don't know. If he forced himself on her, then at least, I don't know how to say this. I'm trying not to be
That is humiliating.
Yeah, she, like, it'd be a rough experience to have lived through, but
She was coerced into doing something awful.
and like, so now she's like 1/10 complicit in it, and I feel like that aspect of it would haunt me extra if I was in her position. You know, like, hey, if you don't want to lose out big time, you're gonna blow me. That's how this goes.
Yeah.
So she decided to, and awfulness. But that awful, like, look, you know, your show doesn't have to just make me feel good. It just has to make me feel. And that's why I'm impressed by it.
What I like the most is the disparity between a superhero and a human being, physically speaking, and that they show that. Like, it's rare. Like Superman used to beat regular people up all the time, and they would just kind of get beaten up, you know? When these people hit a human being, they splatter.
Yeah.
They explode like bags, like water balloons. Because,
Yeah.
that's a fucking superhero.
There's-
He just ran into you running at 800 miles per hour. You explode when that happens.
We
That
used
was
to
a
watch these
surprising part of the show
prairie
for me. That
dog
caught me off
shootings.
guard.
Yeah, it just, person is pulverized into gel, you know, like, just gone. There's one character who very much mirrors Superman in his powers. What's his name? The Mr.
Homelander.
The Homelander.
Homelander, thank you. Well, he has laser vision. So he goes in and he's trying to take care of, like, a room full of bad guys. And he just laser visions everyone. And very graphically, they are cut in half. Their legs get cut off, cut from, like, you know, head to crotch. And like it shows it graphically, and it's awful. And you're just like, yeah, regular people would be so hopeless against Superman tones it down, at least like the Christopher Reeve version. You know, he punches a regular person, and that person falls down off his feet like Muhammad Ali punched you.
Yeah.
Nah. When this guy he'll have a guy subdued, guys like surrendering, and he just reaches in, pulls his heart out, like Indiana Jones or something.
What about that one guy? There's like a special forces team about to take down a bunch of terrorists or whatever, and
I got
Homelander
this,
just lands,
boys.
I got this one, and he just goes and lasers them all. And then the one terrorist is like, "Oh, Allah no Akbar," and he's just fucking running for the hills. And the Homelander just goes, "Ee!" The guy's like 100 yards away. He just slices him in half at the waist,
as easily as I could look at someone 100
yards away.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Although it doesn't.
I like how it.
There's
I like how it's totally hopeless. Like, there's no way to beat him. Like, even among the superheroes, he butt fucks all of them.
They're terrified of him.
Like, that everybody is horrified of this guy, and it seems kind of almost realistic. Like, if this existed, like, they would. First of all, the most unrealistic thing about that whole show is that the U.S. government wouldn't immediately use these guys in the military. Like, instantly, they would be used in the military. Like, obviously, that guy's. Is there a way to kill him? You can't shoot him. You can't stab him.
I don't know. But putting them in the military, like, at least the government has some hope that they could beat the superheroes. Maybe if suddenly the superheroes are the military, then who's really the leader of this country?
I like that one.
That's
There's a line in the movie where they're like, you know, they're talking about killing him or something, and she's like, they've tried everything imaginable to kill him. Like, I guess, you know, like enemies in the past. What haven't they tried? Nothing works. He's basically a god. Like the man, you know, he's Superman essentially. Like he sees Superman,
everything. But there's no kryptonite in this story.
No, there's no fucking kryptonite here. That's a fucking plot device they wrote in to deal with a godlike being that
And
is
he's
not
got
interesting.
some bad mental issues he's working
does.
through.
Sociopath. Totally
so bad.
totally insane. You know, it's good fucking show. I
It's
love
called The
that.
Boys, and it's on Amazon Prime Video. Not sponsored or anything, but yeah,
No.
Kyle recommended it, and it was pretty good. I'm on the last episode of the first and only season so far.
Excellent. Yeah. I won't spoil anything. It's a good episode. Last episode's a good episode.
Yeah,
You know,
so
they
yeah.
keep you on your toes.
it's there's okay. This is not a spoiler. There's one guy called the Deep, and he's Aquaman-ish,
Mm-hmm.
and it turns out he has gills. So he brings back this hot blonde, and she's gonna have sex with him.
I hated that scene.
Her kink is to shove her fingers into his gills, and he doesn't like it. It hurts, but I guess he's accepting it to have sex. I don't know. There was like a power play type thing. Were they making him a victim of sexual violence?
I think it's just showing like how bad he feels about his position in life right there, that he's almost punishing himself by allowing her to finger bang his gills, you know, because he is starting to feel really guilty about the things he's done. And then there's that whole scene with the dolphin that we probably shouldn't get too much into. That was awesome. That was
pretty funny.
he can literally talk to these animals like he's at the grocery store talking to the lobster. He's like, "How's it going, buddy?" Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I he's so lame, and he's like losing his mind, and he's like talking to the other humans or heroes or whatever, and he's like talking about, yeah, I was with my friends. It's a really smart beluga whale. He's really smart. Like talking about how he's just a maniac. Like all of them have the requisite mental disorders that would come with being that powerful and sequestered away in some tower for like a reality TV style hero life. Like
it's not a spoiler to say that they add a new fresh-faced girl who is good. And over time you learn like how people become bad, and it's an interesting aspect to the show. You know, like I've often thought like if I was a superhero, I would be one of those good superheroes. I would be, you know, pure and helpful and this and that. But over time, like they all start that way. So
Yeah.
I'd like to believe I would be, but I know I would just end up robbing banks. Every time I think about, man, if you had the ability to control time travel, what would you do? Figure out how to rob a bank. Oh, if you were super strong, what would you do? Figure out how to rob a bank.
I just
Something
in
about
my head, I want to build some sort of social contract. Like, look, all right, universe, here's the scoop. I'm going to do good things all the time. In exchange, I get all the things I want, right? Whatever that is, right? Am I the richest man on earth? No, I just have everything. If I point at it, you give it to me. How's that for a rule? Then I won't steal.
Yeah, I mean,
How much do you want? I mean, like, how many MacBooks do you need, Taylor?
It's more that I want. It would be neat. It would be cool to just walk in and bang, punch through the safe and rob the bank like a gangster.
I mean, I think they got it figured out in the show. You know, they just set up a corporation, and it's superheroes for hire. You know, they're the Nubian prince for Baltimore. You know,
Is he the one that
$300 million.
doesn't talk, or who is the character?
That's Black Noir.
Right,
but the
right.
Nubian prince was like this character we don't see on screen. Who she's like, he's perfect for your demographic. You know, in Baltimore. You know, like he's gonna make appearances. He's gonna do this. He's gonna do that. 300 million, no big deal. I mean, Atlanta is still in the market. They want him.
Yeah.
It's like they're picking cities with black populations for the Nubian prince.
Yeah.
It's not really that subtle.
No,
it
not
just
subtle at
really
all.
shows that they're just a corporation. They look at the demographic data, be like, well, I think we would make a lot more money putting Nubian Prince in Atlanta than we would if we put him in Portland or Seattle. Oh, yeah, the analytics guys confirming our assumptions. That's great. Let's pit Baltimore against Atlanta. And it's like they're like sports franchises.
Taylor would work for Volt in that universe.
Yeah.
Vault?
I think it was Vault. Yeah.
But it's like VAUGHT.
VAUGHT maybe Vought. Maybe it's Vought.
I think it's Vought.
Yeah.
I liked the we're giving so many spoilers. I'm sure everybody skipped past it in the timeline, but I liked the Invisible Guy. The way that they solved that problem, I thought was was really funny, and the amount of gore in this show is
Off the
I've
charts.
never seen someone cut in half with laser vision or explode, but I feel like, yeah, it probably would have that amount of viscera all about you. And like, I don't know, I like that about it. Where at first I'm like, oh, this is over the top stupid. And I'm like, well, what does it look like when somebody explodes? Well, it's not like it's just limbs. There's a lot of meat and shit in here.
Yeah, we're big bags of goo, and these superheroes are great at turning those bags of goo into not in
Puddles
a
of
bag
goo.
anymore. Goo.
Yes.
Yeah. I dig the show a lot. It's kind of what I've always wanted a show kind of like that, where it's super dark, and our hero isn't a hero at all. It's Carl Urban. He's just a man who's been wronged.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff.
He's my favorite character, I think.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
think
I
we
liked him.
spoiled it too bad now. I kind of want to stop before
Nah, I
I
don't-
do. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we spoil anything really. Not like I really want to talk about the dolphin scene, but that I'm not gonna. I loved that. That was my favorite scene in the whole show so far. Was that dolphin scene? I
was
really
pretty
enjoyed
funny.
that. Fucking came out of nowhere. I was just like,
Yeah.
oh. Yeah, it's good shit. Check that show out. I think everybody will enjoy it. Let me slip in an advertisement.
Really?
The Boys is what I'm really looking forward to as far as like superhero stuff.
Date on
When's that coming out again?
Yeah, September. It's August. It's like September 4th or September 6th or
month-ish.
something.
Yeah.
Season 2. Apparently, it's based on a graphic novel, which is way more hardcore. Like the show is hardcore, right? Like people getting ripped apart and just
It's a good show.
eviscerated and just cold-blooded murdered, and there's rape and all sorts of stuff. Apparently, the graphic novel is way more extreme.
Yeah.
Like I guess there's like this, they're like doping these women up so that they can deal with the pain of having sex with the superheroes. And this one female superhero is like drying her vaginal like secretions and selling it, and people are snorting her like dried up vagina juice. Like there's all sorts of craziness going on.
I haven't
The
read the
fuck?
comics, but I've watched a lot of YouTube videos that educate you about the comics. Just one thing, this is a non-spoiler. In the first episode, the new person gets, I guess you
Me too.
She's got to give head to Aquaman. Yeah.
Yes. Well, in the comic,
Fish sticks?
it wasn't Aquaman. By the way, he's innocent. But it was like 2 or 3 of the people in the 7. Like half the 7 made her blow them. And dude,
Nice.
and one guy,
So the actual comic, she's blowing like half a dozen guys.
Homelander does it. And he's like, "You gotta blow me," and she's like, "What?" And like, "I thought you were this like superhero," and he's like, "I am, and I seem to be having a communication problem because nobody's sucking my dick right now." It's just like so cruel.
Dude, that guy's cool. I seem to be having a problem because nobody's sucking. That guy, I will not abide any disparaging comments about this man.
Dude, he's such an they're over the top terrible people.
Yeah.
And she's not. The
Starlight.
Starlight is actually nice and good. And but even who's the other chick? She's kind of almost like
She's the Wonder Woman stand-in.
yeah, I was gonna call her that. Yeah.
The Wonder Woman.
She's
Dressed just like her.
yeah.
Is it the same shit?
No, she's
Just
not dressed
Superman
like Wonder
with a
Woman
different
with the red,
Oh,
white, and
it's-
blue. She's dressed like all the other. What is she, Athenian or
Like
something?
cat-
What is she?
like- She's well,
Amazonian.
The actress is Jewish, but she's an
No.
Amazon. Yeah.
Yeah, she's dressed like all the other Amazonians in Wonder
A
Woman.
Jewish
You saw the
actress
movie.
in Hollywood?
Gal Gadot.
Yeah, she's super hot.
Well, she's like Israeli, not just Jewish,
Oh, hardcore Jewish.
and beautiful.
Yeah, she's super hot. This
Story.
I'm watching The Boys now, the superhero movie with the bad superheroes. I know you don't want spoilers, but I think I can say this, and it won't. They're not giving the Deep, who is the Aquaman-like character, very much respect. And every time they dog on him, I'm like, that's the character I identify most with. Could you give him a high?
You identify most with the womanizer?
I was a swimmer, and they joke that I'm Aquaman on the show, and somehow I've adopted that even internally. And He's, I was raised on the beach. I was a lifeguard. I was a water guy for decades, and then there's a water guy superhero, and he's just
He's
not-
shitty.
He's not.
He's a
performing.
terrible superhero.
He's a
garbage.
terrible person, and
He's a terrible
apparently
person.
not a very good superhero either. And
No, useless. Protecting oil rigs
Literally
from what? Sharks? Like
Taylor, there's a lot of dangers facing oil rigs, and,
Look,
and
most of the planet is covered in water. All right, his domain is 3 times bigger than all those other superheroes combined.
it's like me having
Well, some
super
of them
strength
have air.
only in my bathroom. Like, what's the point?
what'd you
cares?
say, Taylor? I'd cut you off.
It's like having super strength in your own bathroom, and that's it. You walk
How
out
do
and
you
you're
just lure the bad guy in there and GG?
time to max out. Bring my barbell. Yeah, I want to see in The Boys. I haven't watched any of it other than I haven't watched any of season 2. That one character who's just Captain America, the equivalent of Captain America, whatever his name is.
Superman.
Homelander.
Yeah.
Homelander.
Well, he's
the guy
Superman.
who's a clone
Yeah.
of Homelander.
Dark Noir.
Yeah, the guy who's just like, you take his head, like at some point they're gonna take his mask off and it's just gonna be Homelander looking at himself in there, right?
Yeah,
And
gotta be.
like I want to see
Yeah.
them fight because Homelander doesn't even have a sword. His clones got weapons.
People, I don't know how much. I don't want to spoil much, and I don't know how much people. I only know this because I watch YouTube videos about the comics. But Dark Noir is apparently Homelander, and some of the awful things that Homelander has to live with and has no memory of were actually done by Dark Noir, his clone, and they just held Homelander responsible for it. It's kind of this big fucked up situation.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's news to me on that one. At least in the comics, right?
Yeah, I
Right.
think I'm gonna probably start watching tomorrow when the new episode comes out. So I'll have 4 episodes in front of me. I don't want to be so far behind that I'm just avoiding spoilers every week. So I'll probably start tomorrow, or at least this
They're-
weekend.
They're great. The show has really not missed a step at all.
Yeah, I love season 1.
I think that the show won't follow the comics that closely. That's my prediction, because I think the show has legs, and the comics have like 2 seasons worth of material, and the show could go on for 7. You know,
Okay. All right.
so I
Yeah, that's
suspect they're
great.
not going to try to really do a great adaptation. They're making their own thing eventually.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Do you watch The Boys? I know Woody does. This was a
I've-
topic for Woody, but it doesn't look like he's going to make it. Poor Jackie. I hope she's okay.
Yeah, I hope she's okay as well. Hopefully it's good news.
But do you watch The Boys? You know, the superhero show.
I've seen
where it's awful?
I've seen season 1.
Okay, so Homelander, the big blonde Superman stand-in, who's just a horrific person. It turns out the actor is also like a horrific person.
Did he rape?
No, he's just like general douchebaggery. So I think
Oh.
he's
Well, that's not as bad.
he's either from New Zealand or Australia. I don't know which, but to an American, you guys go
Legit.
together like peas and carrots. So one or the other, he was in some sort of situation at a bar or a restaurant or something, and he beat up a chef and then got into one of those arguments where he's like, "Don't you know who I am? I'm gonna have you ruined. I'm gonna ruin you. You don't even know. I'm gonna destroy your life." Drunkenly threatening
Yeah.
this guy with that sort of thing, and apparently beat up or at least struck the chef.
Damn. And I'm sure he did he's a big guy, so he probably threw a pretty heavy hand. Looks like he got a 12-month suspended prison sentence in Spain for this.
So literally nothing. So
Nothing at all for assault because he's in superhero movie.
In Spain, I bet Spain is a place where $50,000 means fucking suspended sentence and goodbye.
Yeah. $100,000 means good luck on season 2,
Yeah. Oh no, it's season 3.
season 3.
I'm pumped for season 3. Now, be honest here. He's a villain in the show. Does this make you like him more or less now that you know that he's a douchebag in real life? Very similar to how he is in the show, because in the show, he's a sociopath. He doesn't give a fuck about regular people.
It makes his character better and more believable, but I still prefer the story of that interview I saw many, many years ago of Joffrey's actor, where they were asking him, what do you think about playing the most hated character in arguably television history? And he's like, well, frankly, it's an honor that people think the way I'm portraying the character is so good. I know he's kind of not a good guy, but It really means a lot. And it's like, oh, this seems like a nice, genuine, good guy who's just a good actor and good at playing smarmy little kids. So I prefer that the bad guys actually be nice people.
No, fuck that. No.
No?
I want actual villains to play villains. Like they do it all the time. You know, they need some tough guy in a movie. They hire a professional athlete. They've had a lot of MMA fighters recently jumping in there.
Terrible actors.
Some of them do well. I think John Cena's great. He's not MMA, but he's WWE. Oh, speaking of animation, so obviously The Boys has come out. That is our favorite show here at PK. It's PKA's favorite show.
Good show.
2/3 of PKA's favorite show. And
The first season was good.
And since I'm all caught up on season 3, which is coming out right now, I thought I'd go back and watch the animated thing they had with the
Invincible.
Diabolical.
No.
No, the animated Boys stuff. It was Woody's shaking his head. I don't think he liked it. It's wonderful. It's like 5 or 6 shorts with completely different animators and writing teams making each of them. But staying true to the canon of the universe. One of them is Justin Roiland. So it's like, wait a minute. Those are fucking like Rick and Morty like teeth, and you know how they do their pupils and their teeth are like those little round things. It's that. It's super gory, and one of them is like a Looney Tunes kind of like the baby's out, and you're like following it through the construction site, kind of like that, like old.
Nice.
Bit.
I love shit like that. More like of an artistic example, or like
so much. I love The Boys. I'm a Boys fan. I watch The Boys more than one time. I get legit excited when The Boys drops. And
we get it. You like boys.
That was fantastic. I could barely sit through it. I sat through it like it was detention, like it was an assignment.
Did you at least appreciate that you got that look at what Homelander was like when he was brand new to being in the 7?
It just somehow didn't care. I don't know. Maybe I need to watch it again. Maybe it lost me by the time I got to that one.
It was the last one. I liked it a lot. I liked it a lot. I thought I appreciated the animation, different animation styles. One of them was Japanese. That was really interesting. I liked the storylines. I really liked the one where there's the couple who are both kind of like 6 out of 10 freckly, big-nosed people, and they both don't think they're good enough for the other one without their Vought Industries.
Oh, yeah.
But then at the end, you get the rug pulled out from under you that it was all in his head the whole time, and none of that even happened. And it's like, yeah, this is a real dark, nihilistic universe that this shit happens in. It's rough.
It's a Prime Video thing? Well, I don't know why I asked, as if it's. Well, let me just go boot it up and watch like one skip through, because I didn't even know this was a thing. So it was not heavily advertised, or
it's called Diabolical, which is like Butcher's kind of catchphrase when some crazy shit happens. There's a very good one where Butcher and Frenchie tamper with a Soup's drugs, and it's funny to like get an inside look at like what kind of drugs does Soup's like. Homelander likes to do cocaine spiked with adrenaline. And this one character likes heroin enemas. He wants a whole bag of heroin, like squirted up his asshole. And when it happens, he's like, "Fuck yeah!" Like he's like seeing like rainbows and hearts and shit. And they tamper with his drug supply so that something awful happens to that Soup in front of the public. I liked it. They're quick. They're maybe 12, 15 minutes each, and there's 6
I wonder
of them.
if they're available on. So I'm watching part of the Boys thing. This is not a plug, but I watched all of the Boys first season and second season as part of like a watch party thing with Twitch that we did, because they have that built in. So if this is widely available, because there's only one episode a week now, I'm looking for a way to supplement that. But like the Boys does a good job of taking you from a point of like, I think that they could do this on national television. It's not national TV, but I think they could do this on a major franchise. So like, I'm trying to imagine sitting in that boardroom for the first episode, walking through like that scene, and it's like, no, it'll totally be okay. Like he'll crawl in there, and then he'll get real big real quick, and everybody's like, yeah, no, that's cool.
Yeah. I think Woody didn't catch it the first time. I think he thought it was an asshole, but
I did. You were right.
But if you like, it's they don't show the whole penis, so it's easy to be like just see a guy crawl in the opening or whatever. But it's clearly a dick head.
Yeah,
it's the head of a penis, and he crawls right in there, and it's really funny. But they did that in season 1. They did that in season 1 with a vagina. Like the guy like runs and like, and like dives into her pussy.
It's the same guy, yeah.
Is it the same guy? I hope.
Yeah,
it
it's
is.
the same soup.
Yeah, it's such a. I think it's a fairly accurate take of what it would be like if there were superheroes, especially if they were corporately owned superheroes.
Yeah.
Yes. They
Well,
did a
I
good
think
job
the
with
idea is,
that.
would they become corporately owned?
Well, that's how they began. You know,
I was about to talk about a spoiler, but
Yeah.
I'm being very careful not to spoil anything.
Oh.
Homelander has a speech that he gives that in private to one of the other characters.
Yeah.
And it particularly was like, yeah, I think that's what Homelander would do. I get it. It really did a great job. And I'm loving The Boys. It's as good this season as it ever has been. And oftentimes by season 3, things drop off a little bit. Not so far.
I really liked that he finally just said it because
Yeah.
you know, you maybe put you're like, how imaginative, how smart is Homelander? Because he really doesn't like flex that like he's been losing all 3 seasons because we need him to be emotionally fragile. So he's really losing the battles and the war at the same time. Nothing's coming up Homelander because he's just always fucking shit up. I lost my train of thought.
So you wanted to see what would happen if he kept losing? No.
It's not coming back. In any case, I love how. I'm glad that we've gotten to a point where he finally says it and he like has a plan. You're like, oh, that's a well thought out plan. This is not something he just came up with right off the right today. He's been thinking about this for maybe decades about how he would take over.
Keep fucking pushing me and see how that works out for you. I am the most powerful being to have existed in the universe thus far.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, actually.
I wanted to tell you, maybe you know, because you follow the nerdy shit I do on Reddit. The next episode of The Boys, they teased the name. I think it's called Herogasm, and it comes with we joked about this maybe 2 weeks ago. How on the Boys, the warnings before each episode are so extensive. They come up with a new one for this week's episode. It's like not fit for any audience.
The South Park disclaimer. Yeah. No one at any age should watch this. Yeah.
I want to get The Boys disclaimer right. The Boys.
So the fans of I went to their subreddit, and the fans of the comics know just how like disgusting and filthy that universe can be. They know about much more hardcore stuff than happens in the show, which is softer in a lot of ways. And so they're like, calm down, guys. It's not going to be as good as we think it's going to be. Just get over it. It's not going to live up to expectation. It's not going to be like the blah, blah, blah. But yeah, it's not suitable for any audience. A massive soup orgy, airborne penetration, dildo-based maiming, extra strength lube, icicle phalluses, and cursing. It is not suitable for any audience.
This is a great disclaimer, right? Like, dude, airborne penetration, dildo-based maiming. Come on.
To be fair, I've already seen all of those things take place in previous episodes. So
me too.
I'm already a little let down.
By the way, how is airborne penetration not the name of a band?
It should be. It's a good.
It should be. But yeah, The Boys pulls no punches.
I can't wait to see it.
Yeah,
I've seen every season. I haven't started watching this season, but everybody I know, like that first episode is intense.
Dude, the first episode. This isn't a spoiler, but I'll tell you, the first 5 minutes has like 5 sex scenes. It's like they hit the ground running with their like, we're not going to scale it back for mainstream.
It's really early on. There was when someone gets hit with like laser vision. Usually that cauterizes the wounds, right? Like in Star Wars, when they get hit with those lightsabers, there's never any blood. Every season, they make getting shot with laser eyes more bloody. Like if you go back to season 1, it's like, oh, that's a lot of blood. Now everyone in the room is soaked. It's like the final scene of Carrie when they dump the whole bucket of pig blood. Yeah, everybody's.
Does that pull you out of it, Kyle, with your white gloves when you're like, that is not a human amount of blood for one individual?
No, I'm okay with that because I like Evil Dead.
What did you say, Kyle? It was like what? How much blood? What was the comparison?
It was like the end of Carrie when they dumped the pig blood.
I'm picturing like Nickelodeon when the pale green slime falls
when
off.
you get slimed.
Yeah, they just get covered.
I remember like totally buying that as like a 6 or 7 year old when like some fucking celebrity would go on Nickelodeon. I'm watching it like on Saturday after school, and I'm like, oh, John Cena's about to get slimed, and he has no idea. And it's like, and he's sitting under something that says the Slime Tower, and like there's a slime thing. There's one green chair, and like they're like, sit here. And, like all the kids are like absolutely losing their mind. I laughed so hard at that, like just thinking like you got, and like, but really it's like what, some like mixture of soap and I don't know, glycerin got on you and it easily comes
John
off.
Cena's such a good guy. We looked at that video. Well, in any case, I wanted to talk about Gen V while we're on TVs and movies, because that's something that you'll absolutely hate, Taylor, because it's more superheroes. It's a boys spinoff where it's the kids who are going to like the superhero school and they're ranked on their power level and stuff. So it's a bunch of college age kids with superpowers who are real horny all the time and fighting each other and killing each other. And their powers are at least a couple of them have powers that are related to like disorders. So the one chick has a blood-based power, so she has to cut herself, right? And it's like,
I didn't really catch that was like
she's got to cut herself every time
like
she
a
uses
mental
her powers.
disorder. Yeah.
Her period kills her parents in the first episode. It's rad. She gets her period for the first time, and her period blood goes ham and like takes her whole family.
Wait, the blood itself like
Not her
turns
whole
into
family,
a like
both her parents.
into a vapor of poison or what?
Sort of like angry
picture it
liquid.
like a really deadly whip. You know, she can grab your foot and make you fall. She can slice you.
That's disgusting. I wouldn't let her in my superhero school.
Dude, it is.
They talk
gross.
about that. The dude's like, frankly, it's gross. Like a couple of them say it's gross.
That's disgusting. I also, and it's not sexist. I also wouldn't let a booger related guy in.
It's not just period blood. Like she cuts herself to get access to
cuts
blood
her
normally.
palm, typically.
But the first time it happens is when she gets her period as like a young girl, because her powers come on the same time she like
Puberty.
womanhood does, I suppose. So in any case, that's her power. The other chick, it's an eating disorder. She has to vomit to get tiny, and she has to gorge herself to get big. And it's like, okay,
this is a spoiler, but I guess
fucking
Kyle kind of
ham-handed.
said it.
all the dudes are rapey as fuck. They'll be like, sleep, and you'll wake up with their dick in your face.
Sleep. I didn't do what you thought.
It's Hogwarts with more fucking and sexual assault and
So much
bloods
assault.
and shit. I'm really digging the show. I watched the episode as soon
New
as
episode
I can.
tonight?
It sounds just gross and dumb, and
These are not disqualifying for me.
I can't believe I feel like you're almost messing with me that there's a period related super
Oh, dude, it's
heroine.
the worst.
You're hung up on the period part.
He's a little mixed
That's
up.
the
but
most
what
interesting
happens-
thing you said.
So she goes to the bathroom and she realizes that she's bleeding, and this is a new thing for her. She doesn't know what's up. Her mom's outside the door knocking on it, and she's like, "Don't come in, don't come in." And it's well acted. The mom is like, I figured this out. Hey, it's okay. This is normal. This is natural. And she enters the bathroom. And then the new superpower chick immediately takes the blood, sends it across the room like a bullet, and kills her mom by accident.
Yeah.
So then dad walks in the
It's
room.
like floating in the air, and sort of because she's scared, and like the blood defends her basically. Like by instinct, she uses the blood to basically kill her mother. Like just.
But now with dead mom, we have a lot of blood in this room. So it is like a frag grenade when dad walks in and she just blood spurts everywhere. And now dad is like shards of glass in him and blood and all sorts of horribleness. And she just murdered her two parents. And then they put her in an orphanage and she grew up there.
Yeah.
And just never had a period again. And just, I suppose, like, how does that work?
And I
Continues to have her period. She gained control over her bloody powers. Again, it wasn't
You gotta put that
period,
bitch on birth control.
She cuts her hand to make blood come out to use it to do her power.
Yeah, you're a little hung up on the fact that the first time she did it, she discovered it through period blood. But
No, it's
now she just,
reasonable thing
you're
to
really
hang up on.
fixated.
one of these deals.
Fixated on that one little part.
Well,
But, dude,
that seems like a big part.
There's a trans character, but instead of just like identifying, they actually changed to a boy and a girl. Like there's two actors.
Now we're on board. like this is how you know we're not bigots. Now we're on board.
This is how you know.
Yeah,
You like this retarded show?
As soon as that happened, I'd be like, see, it would be perfectly fine for me to fuck the girl because that she's not just pretending to be a girl. Now there's a vagina. Her DNA just changed. That is a girl. And then she's like, bobbity boop. And it's that one again is they're trying to be woke, but I feel like they went the wrong direction. They like showed their hand because this character is
the power.
I'm getting
it's a super good fighter.
Yeah, super strength and vulnerability, but they also have the ability to like morph from. I think it's only
like a shapeshifter also.
I think,
but I think
girl
just
mode,
like 2 people they could be.
I think in girl mode, maybe it's not as strong or something. I think it goes to boy mode to fight and girl mode to fuck, but it goes back and forth. It's fucked as a boy and as a girl. But it's an Asian person.
She fucks a lot and does it well.
It's an Asian person with traditional parents, and they're like, "This is our son."
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, and you can tell she's like, "Motherfucker, come on! I'll be what I want to be when I want to be." And it's like, well, Dad's just trying to introduce you. What's he supposed to say? Like you are a dude right now, and then she's just like, "Boop, now I'm a girl.
I'm
And
a superhero." It's like, but you still not doctor.
The show does a
You rank
nice
number
job
5.
of making the boy and the girl the same person. Like,
Yeah,
they have really similar hairstyles. The length
it might be
a
the same
little
person.
different.
It might be the same person.
Really? Maybe
I don't know. With the way
know.
technology works, like they could easily be using the same actor and morphing them just a little bit and just having them stand up straight or some shit. And it's just it might be a really passable trans person who's going back and forth with their appearance, but it could be 2 fucking actors because it really does look like a girl and a guy. And I like that part too. I think that's supposed to be super woke, but
is it Golden Boy? Is that the person's name?
Yeah, that's Arnold Schwarzenegger's son.
I think he's going to come back.
I saw him explode.
Okay, like days. I don't know how he heals. And days later, there was like a piece of him in the sidewalk crack. The camera like zoomed in on it. Like, oh, there's a little piece of him. And I'm like, for all I know, he's going to heal from that thing.
That would be cool because I wanted to see when I found out that was Schwarzenegger's son. I wanted to see him act. It's not the one he had with the maid, who's a Hulk of a man. It's one of his Maria Shriver babies, who's like just a handsome guy who does not look like Schwarzenegger, and he's not bulky. He's like a lean, like I don't know, swimmer's body type guy, but he's super good looking, and you think he's going to be the main. He's the rank. They're very serious about the rankings in this school, and he's number 1. He's Golden Boy. But yeah, this is
not the same people, right? Am I? To me,
the forehead's looks to me like the forehead's completely different. But maybe the person's just tilting their head. I can't tell anymore. The world's a lie.
Dude, I'm growing more face blind by the year. At this point, I have to watch television with Jackie, and I'll be like, "Is that the same person?"
Do you mean Jackie has to watch television with you?
She can watch television independently. I'm the lost one. I have to. I need I need a seeing eye dog to tell me, like, is in Rome, Mark Antony grows a beard. I'm lost. I cannot tell that's the person
that
anymore.
Fooled you? He looks so...
Oh my god! I had never any idea.
Pull him up. Pull a picture of him up with a beard, without a beard. It's so obviously the same guy.
That might be a disorder. Like you might need to do some flashcards, buddy.
Face blindness is a thing. Some people don't remember faces well at all.
At this point, I'm like television camera, man, woman, dog, or whatever Trump says with his 5 words. Like I might be losing it. I don't know.
You need color coded.
Yeah.
Oh,
anyway, I just like, is that person? Is that? Yeah, I can't tell.
Oh, like without getting too deep into it. And while we're on the topic of potential mental illness, get that checked. Our friend.
Can you recognize this guy versus this guy? No. Well,
quiet, Taylor.
Good luck.
I meant to say Kyle. I fucked my.
See, I know you did. I was like, what did you? You had it. See, this is proof positive.
He can't keep us straight. we look very different.
Jesus Christ. But yeah, Gen V is really good. I like the chick who vomits to get teeny tiny. She's this dude. She just wants to get laid and feel good about herself because she's like got low self-esteem.
Her
And
mission is to get a threesome.
And she gets this dude in her apartment. She's just trying to fuck this dude or dorm room or whatever. And he's like, "Oh, could you make yourself teeny tiny?" And she's like, "Yeah." And she has to go to the bathroom and vomit. Nobody knows that she vomits to do this. And it's real downer. And she comes back and she's like itty bitty, and she's like on his dick. She's
Like
like
he's an
hugging
oak
his
tree.
dick like a yeah. She's like hugging it and
Did
like
he have to be
sliding
like? I didn't think I had to spell this out. Not this tiny.
No,
I
he
think it's
loves
what he
it.
wanted. Yeah.
He
She's
goes,
holding his
tell me-
dick. She can't get her arms all the way around, if I recall. I could be wrong.
Yeah,
And she's like stomping his balls, which is
yeah.
yeah.
He's
It's
like,
not something
he's
I
like,
would
is that
go
the
for.
biggest cock you've ever seen, baby? She's like, proportionately, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like it's 10 times her size. She's hugging it.
Oh, yeah.
She should really, but it's almost her fault for not telling everybody that she has to vomit and gorge herself to utilize the power, because then people
Yeah.
wouldn't be as rude about it. Probably
Yeah,
they think she's just like going to the bathroom for no reason. Like, oh, she's kind of being rude.
Well,
She's not even letting me
again,
watch the train. Because I would insist, like, hey, if you're gonna make yourself big or small, like, do it in front of me. I want to see how it works. I want to see
Kyle,
you shrink or grow.
There's a scene where she gets big. You
Yeah.
remember it?
Of course.
Does she
yeah.
come out naked?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
but we
I
don't see
forgot
any
that.
nudity. They film it slyly because
Hmm.
she's kind of flat chested and she's so enormous, and she kind of comes out on her hands and knees and gets on all fours and does a thing. So yeah, then you don't see any nudity from her. I'm not sure if there is nudity. I don't remember seeing any titties, which is a real shame. I appreciate nudity in my television shows. It makes me feel like it's the real world. When everybody's in bed covering their titties up with a blanket pulled up like it's chilly, I'm like, what? You just got fucked in the ass. Like, are you shy now? Like, what's going on here? Like, it just looks silly when everybody's hiding under the covers. Have some titties out or like
That's
some
true.
ass cheeks banging.
It's just when they put so much of it that it's like, oh, you didn't have enough to round out an episode. That's what we're doing here. Is you wrote out the script and you realized you were paid short, and so you threw in an extra 120 seconds of this.
Did you catch up on The Boys?
I'm not caught up on The Boys. So there's
Okay,
3 episodes that just dropped, right? I haven't watched any.
2. They did
2.
3 last year. They did 2 this year. I don't know
thought
what the
both of
strategy
you
is
fell
there.
off that show. And
Definitely
were like,
not.
It's not
Oh,
nearly as
no.
good. Oh,
I,
okay.
I mean-
so I fell off a touch, but it's the last season, and I'm not gonna like stop one season short and not see the ending. I've watched it all, which also includes Generation V. So I've seen that
Yeah.
too.
2 seasons of that.
Mhm.
It's a good show. If you've got we saw a lady's ass. I'll say that you get full ass, of good ass for the first.
But like
that's-
standing just butt.
she's about to sit on a dick, so she's like, she's getting into position, and the camera's angle's kind
I'll
of
see,
low.
because we see full dong all the time.
No cock.
If I just get girl hiney,
I saw both episodes I've
Not
seen.
enough to
There's
balance
no
it.
cock in either of them. I think all the sex is heterosex thus far. Even the gay character or the bi character, he goes, right, I guess left would be gay. Just makes sense to my head.
I'll work with it.
Yeah. I thought it's been really good so far. There was one scene where I was like, you could have done so much with that. This isn't a spoiler. There's a slow-mo scene. Like a speeder has one of those slow-mo scenes, and it was lame. It was like, oh, this is where you do the montage. This is where you do like the musical accompaniment while he runs around and moves bullets out of the way and like slaps the guy he doesn't like a couple times in the face and like eats a hot dog and like does all that shit. But they really like blew that moment. Other than that, it's been good. And Annie doesn't look quite as fucked up anymore. And she had that plastic surgery.
Oh, good.
She's not all the way
Yeah.
better. You still like, bitch.
They need to throw that doctor in jail, because I've seen the comparison pics. And
She
it's
was
like,
really
who-
pretty.
yeah, who was in her
it's-
ear telling her to do this? Pretty fucked.
Most people were just hating on her. I wondered how that happened. Like, who made her feel like she wasn't pretty in the first place? Who made her feel like she needed facial reconstruction of some sort? She wasn't old. It wasn't time. I don't know what happened to her. But
She's pretty. She was pretty before. She's less pretty now. She's odd looking. And when they do those flashbacks before the recaps before an episode, you're like, oh, good, she's pretty again. Oh, that was season 2. Oh, because she had like not chipmunk cheeks, but she had like full cheeks that looked pretty. Like she had a pretty round face. Not even round. I don't know. It's a full face, not a bony face. That was the difference. And now she's very angular and bony, and her nose looks so thin. It's a little off-putting, but it's not as bad as it was last year. Overall, I like the first 2 episodes. I like that they're moving things along. Like there's in one episode, like one character like is getting the gang back together, and we don't waste time by like showing what happened on the flight over. You know what I mean? Like he's just there. He gets there, he gets the person, and he gets back. And now we're back with the person to do the thing. There's not a bunch of horsing around. There's a lot of deaths, a lot of gory deaths. And as always, Homelander's just terrifying. Every time he's on screen, you're like, fuck. Please don't take his legs from him or something awful like that. Just kill him.
Is he always a bad guy, or is he like a mixed bag?
He is
he's
the
always
most
bad,
evil.
except they don't reveal it for like 2 episodes. I don't know. Yeah, at first you think he's Superman and everyone worships him as such, and then you get to see him in private in episode like 2 or 3. I think. Does that sound right to you?
Yeah, and he's very mentally
from
ill.
season 1.
Like he's insane. And he's been going more insane as the seasons have gone, as this facade that he's built and this sort of personality disorder where he needs 100% love from everyone, which is kind of impossible to get unless you're Superman. Like he's been living the last 35, 45 years of his life just loved, marketed as a thing by a corporation, as a product, and to the fullest and fully embraced by America. I mean, he's dressed as an American flag, basically. There's eagles on his shoulders. You know, he's the Homelander.
His cape is a flag.
And now in these last few seasons, there's been cracks in the facade of his popularity and like competitors to it. And so he's slowly been going literally mentally ill, where he's seeing like an alternate version of himself in the mirror, like talking shit to him. And he's like, every time he gets so there's lots of different superpowers. His father is kind of immortal. Like he doesn't age. Like he still looks 35 or 40 or so. But Homelander's getting like gray pubes. And he's like,
so Homelander's not immortal.
No, so he's like plucking the gray pubes out, and he's like, fuck. And he's like, he puts them he opens a drawer, and he's got a jar full of gray pubes. He's been doing this for a while. And like this, you get an idea that this guy is, and so now you have a really terrifying proposition. Superman is insane. Like he's not just bad, he's like an evil, crazy person.
And no one can stop him. Like
That's what the boy, except for the boys. And that's what the whole show is about.
I thought he was the head boy.
He is the boys is like ragtag. The boys is like there's a couple humans in the boys who are just regular people with like C4 and bad intentions.
He's the 7. They're the 7 superheroes. They're the most powerful superheroes. And he's the kind of evil that doesn't value other people at all. And I think we've talked about it before, but there's a little scene where they want to get a new member of the 7, and they're doing this like DEI thing where they're like, we're going to have a deaf superhero. Look how effective he is. And even though he's deaf, his super senses tell him everything. He's basically Daredevil. So Homelander, to prove a point, boxes his ears. Did I say he was deaf? He was blind. Now he's deaf and blind, and there's blood coming out of his ears. The guy's life is ruined, but Homelander proved his point, and it's like, you just don't care about cruelty. You don't care about suffering. I should have said that. He's so mean, and he doesn't value anybody's life. And the fact that he can take it so easily and does, anytime someone's in the room with him, you worry that he might just kill him, because sometimes he does.
Yeah, nobody can stop him if he decides to. Like,
and he does it in horrible ways. Like he's so powerful that he'll be like, "Oh, it's great, that's great. I remember when I was a kid, and you used to lock me in that oven over there just to see if I could take it. 500 degrees. It's crazy. Oh man, get in there."
Then he cooks it? Well, that seems justified
in there.
Almost.
Get in
But
there.
they're not superheroes. He can take it. These people are going to. Now, I see your point, but he burns them to death.
But did they know that he wasn't going to get fried up in the oven when they popped him in there the first time?
They tested him like a lab rat as a child, and whether it's right or not, he is now subjecting them to some of the same humiliations and tortures that he endured, like one after the other, while everyone watches.
What's interesting is if you're not scared of Homelander, he doesn't hurt you. And I didn't pick up on that myself, but I watched a YouTube video about it. And they just showed example after example after example. One of the guys that tortured him as a child just continued to insult him and say that he's not living up to expectations and he sucks. Homelander did nothing to that guy. The guy who's like, he ran Vought Industries, he's the Gus Fring is the actor from Breaking Bad. Not scared of him.
heartbeat never even goes up when Homelander intimidates him. Homelander never lays a finger on him. Huey has had moments where he was not scared of Homelander and he doesn't do anything to him. But then when he is scared of him and he's like running through air conditioner vents, Homelander's trying to kill him the whole time. If you're not scared of Homelander, something tough to pull off, he doesn't seem to hurt you.
Yeah.
Do they still use that Aquaman guy as like just a beat toy,
Yeah.
basically?
Yeah. The new season, he's once again just constant humiliations. He's got this is a small spoiler, but he started like a Maniverse podcast, and he made his co-host a character who doesn't speak. So he's just, he's like, do you feel me on this one, Black Noir? And Black Noir just has like a soundboard, and he's just like, oh yeah. Just talking into the void just by himself.
That's great.
And he doesn't have any powers outside of the sea, right?
He's
He's just a dude at Subway.
he's
with
very
everyone else.
powerful. Like, he's strong and durable. Like he would beat any human to death and tear them apart and stuff. But the problem is his issues are with people who can tear him apart like tissue paper. And his powers really are only helpful if we're in the sea, which is almost never.
Yeah. So he's like afraid of Homelander, and I don't even know the other characters.
Homelander's just, everyone's afraid of Homelander. That's what the show is kind of about, is that everyone is afraid of him. He's a walking nuclear bomb, who just at any moment he rapes, he murders, like he kills children, like he doesn't care. He's an awful person. He's worse in the comics.
And you've read all those?
Not all of them, but a lot of them, yeah.
Do you think the show is representative of the comics?
Yes, but it's way better. Like they fixed some things and tweaked some things, and it's just better. In the comics, there's a character called Black Noir who's a part of the Seven. He's one of the Seven, and he's
the clone.
In the comics, he's a clone of Homelander that they kept as like a backup project, but in the show, he's not. They do something different there, which is better. He was a black superhero who they thought was more marketable if no one knew he was black. So he's in having to wear. But he got brain damage like years ago, so now he sees literal Looney Tune cartoon characters that talk to him and get him hyped up to like save the day. But he's missing like a big chunk of his brain. Like, he wouldn't
That
survive.
guy seems potentially more dangerous than Homelander if he has all the same powers, and he's I
not
guess in
the
the
same
comics
powers in
a
the show.
clone, but
Yeah, in the show, he's more like a kung fu master who can like just rip you apart and
With
throw
durability.
shurikens and stuff. Like, he's like a master assassin.
so in the
type.
show he's not an equivalent to Homelander.
No, no, he is not. No one is. Like they only once or twice have they like gotten a guy there who can like go toe to toe with Homelander.
Sometimes in a 3v1, Homelander will get like a bloody nose or something. And you're like, all right, so it's possible.
Yeah,
And then he fucks him up.
Yeah.
he's just way
Or he
more
just
powerful.
leaves. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good show. I like it. I love the gore. I love how bloody, disgusting it gets. Like, people will get torn apart, bisected down the center, like left to right, pulled apart, and it's like, whoa, that looks real. There's so much goo and like
Sometimes
sinew.
The gore is too much, I think. And here's, I think in the 90s, 80s, there were like good fun rap songs with fun beats and entertaining lyrics that were clever, and that got replaced by this gangster rap where sometimes they just use profanity for the sake of profanity. The more crude they could be, the songs weren't good or clever. They took a step back in that direction and just replaced it with bad words, and it worked. I think The Boys does that with gore. I think that there's an episode that takes place, I guess, Deep Sea. What the heck is that guy's name?
The Deep?
The Deep, thank you. The Deep is doing a boat chase, and he gets a whale in there. Well, they ram the whale, and then for the next hour, the scene takes place inside of a whale. It is so bloody and so gory and so gross. I'm like, what are we doing? Can we get out of the whale? There's intestines dripping over everyone.
Whale.
Scene after scene after scene of this, like, can we leave the intestine room that this whale has become?
Whale, okay.
No, that set had to be
No.
expensive. No, the whale
Whale didn't-
explodes.
The whale didn't do well. They rammed it with a boat and killed it. And then I forget why they were in the whale for so long, but that's just where they were for a while. And
Yeah.
I thought it was gratuitous.
Did they ram a boat through the whale at like
That's
maximum
how I remember
speed?
it.
I think
Yeah.
I think the Deep is trying to stop them, so he like parks a sperm whale in their way and like beaches it, and they just hit it right in the middle with like a speedboat or something. It's something
Speedboat,
like
yeah.
that. That's a good.
Even in the sea, he's not useful apparently.
Yeah, I mean he has. He's riding in the new episode. He's riding a fucking hammerhead shark, and that shark's complaining all the time. He's like, "Shut the fuck up! We'll leave when I say."
I mean, he is super strong and like super fast, and he could beat up any human, for example.
Of course.
It's just compared to the bigger superheroes, he's not that good.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're a low tier
he's
superhero like
dumb.
that guy,
He's
an idiot.
An idiot is on target. Yeah, he is. He's just so dumb. He fails to see basic things coming.
If you were that low level of a superhero, I feel like your life would be better if you just pretend to not be a hero at all and you just go thrash in professional sports.
Yes.
Mhm.
Dude. At this point, villages in Africa have no water. Or the hypotheticals I throw at ChatGPT. Hey,
Catch up on Invincible and The Boys.
Invincible for sure. The Boys, I think I saw 3. I definitely saw 2.
Yeah, there's 3. The third one involves a bunker underground and an invisible character.
Oh yeah. I saw that.
Okay. Yeah. So you're all caught up.
Yeah, and it's his son we're talking about, right?
Sure. Yeah, it was Translucent Sun.
Yeah. I'm
He's
caught
losing.
up.
It's not a good
I'm finding The Boys, like, I'm watching it to see how it ends. There was a time when I thought The Boys was the best thing on TV at the moment, and I was really into it, and it was just up there in that like upper pantheon of shows. Maybe I used that word right.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, I mean, I've watched 4 1/3 seasons. I might as well see how.
Good. I think this season's better than last season. Like I love Homelander losing his mind. I like that they got Jensen Ackles back. The Homelander's father, whatever his fucking Soldier Boy.
Yeah, Soldier Boy.
I'm glad Soldier Boy's back. I enjoy him always. And I kind of like that the Asian chick talks now. This virus thing is pretty interesting.
The other supernatural guy is going to be in this season.
Yeah, Padalecki. Yeah, he's going to be in later.
This is the supernatural guy.
Yeah, both of them.
Good for him getting some.
Yeah. He was in last season too. He's got his character was basically the original badass superhero, like the strongest one ever. And then he got captured by the Russians and frozen and held captive for like the last 70 years. So he's a 1950s man in the 21st century. So he's calling people like cum guzzling butt pirates or something like that. I
don't think that's a 1950s insult. I think we know what a 1950s insult is.
Well, he's using them all. He's pretty rude about it. No, not all. Not all, unfortunately. But he is.
And so he's the equal of Homelander. He's the.
It's different powers, but they seem to be on. He may even be stronger in a fist fight. Like I don't know who would win. And and his like ult, if you will, is basically turning into like a hydrogen bomb or something and killing everything around him. Like he can explode; it doesn't bother him, but like he can just kill everything around him when he really gets psyched up.
That's the noteworthy part of that bomb is it takes powers off of Soups.
Yeah.
Oh, so he would destroy all the other superheroes.
Anybody around him when he pops.
Turns them into humans.
Oh well, then, fucking bada bing, bada boom seems pretty easy for him to take care of Homelander, right?
So anyway, I'm liking this season so far. There's only 3 episodes. It feels like there's been more. Like a lot has happened. I'm looking forward to when they blend the Gen V characters in. I can't think of the black chick's name, but she's coming. They've mentioned her by name a few times. And she might be Homelander's equal in some ways. She controls blood, like at a very fundamental level. It seems like she could just do almost anything when it comes to hurting another human being. She could just.
Did you guys watch Avatar, the cartoon one, not the James Cameron one?
Nah.
No, I didn't see how.
Well, anyway, there's 3 kinds of benders, and one is water bender, and there's this like sort of power they're never meant to tap into where they can bend blood and control other people like puppets. And that's what she's a blood bender, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm digging it so far. Looking forward to more of it.
Stop or start AIDS.
More like controlling people like a puppet,
She can like
making them
she can bring you
blow
back to
up.
life. She can like make your heart start beating again and heal you, and like she controls blood at a very fundamental level. Like she makes blood cells do
I
things.
forgot. He's right though. Yeah.
She can,
pretty good power.
she can also control like missiles of blood, like pistols.
Well,
like
that's
she can,
that's a weight.
it's pretty terrifying when she does
like,
it.
in a hospital
going into
somewhere.
a fight, she cuts her own palms, and now she has like endless. Imagine Spider-Man's webs that shoot holes right through you and out the back of you.
I feel like she could be doing a lot more in a hospice.
Yeah, she absolutely could. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I really like
Probably.
Jack Quaid. I'm liking Jack Quaid
That's
more
cool.
by the day. I knew his dad was Dennis Quaid. I didn't know his mom is Meg Ryan. That guy goes on YouTube. I watch Red Letter Media, the movie guys. He's on their YouTube channel like every other month or something like that, doing a 3-hour like session with them, like watching the movies with them and judging them and stuff. He's on the most recent one, and he seems so normal and down to earth and just like a dude. Like he doesn't seem weird at all. Macaulay Culkin's been on there a bunch of times too, and you can tell that he's a little different.
That experience that you're having is why I like watching the NBA a little bit.
Number one. Number two, pizza pie in my eye. Oh my! Just like